the brave crowd that made it out in the storm. Like a dreamer without a vision, I feel so lost sometimes, looking for my place in the scheme of things, so very hard to find. When I feel like my heart is broken, I'm at the end of my rope. When I'm sinking fast, I reach out, you throw me a line of hope. You give me 1,000,000 reasons to trust you. Give me 1,000,000 reasons to believe. When it feels like my chances are 1 in a million, you give me 1,000,000 reasons. 1,000,000 reasons. Like a problem without an answer, confusion can weigh me down. When the odds are long and I'm overwhelmed, your love turns it all around. You give me 1,000,000 reasons to trust you. Give me 1,000,000 reasons to believe. When it feels like my chances are 1 in a million, give me 1,000,000 reasons. 1,000,000 reasons. Trust you. Give me 1,000,000 reasons to believe. When it feels like my chances are 1 in a million, you give me 1,000,000 reasons. Yeah, 1,000,000 reasons. Yeah, countless times you pulled my heart through trial, ever faithful to this faithless son, strengthening my weakness, encouraging my dreams, forgiving all the foolish things I've done. You give me 1,000,000 reasons to trust you. Give me 1,000,000 reasons to believe. When it feels like my chances are 1 in a million, you give me 1,000,000 reasons. Yeah, 1,000,000 reasons.
Hello, hello. There we go. Thank you to the Sessions Band for that beautiful song. Welcome and good morning, everyone. We have a special guest speaker today, Matt Jones, and I'll give you a little bit of background information about Matt. He was diagnosed with cancer his senior year of college. At one point, it spread to his brain. He slipped into an unconscious state, and doctors did not think he would live. Miraculously, he recovered, went through a bone marrow transplant, and completed a marathon on every continent after relearning how to walk. The late Wayne Dyer called Matthew his hero, and Dr. Catherine Ponder says Matt has a transformational message that is life-changing. Matt is an ordained metaphysical minister and interfaith minister with a concentration in A Course of Miracles from All Faiths International Seminary in New York. And I think that's, of course, in miracles. He holds a Master of Metaphysics and a Doctor of Divinity specializing in Bible interpretation. Currently, he is enrolled in the Unity Urban Ministerial Studies in pursuit of becoming an adorned Unity minister. And so we say, welcome, Matt. He also has a couple of books available in the foyer. They are for love offering. So if you, after service, if you want to check these out, they are out there. So let's light our unity candle. And as we do so, let's say our unity candle blessing, which is also the first principle. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in our lives, God, the good, omnipotent. And now I'll turn it over to Janice.
Thank you, Bill. Well, welcome everybody on this snowy morning. It's good to see everybody out there. I have 2 new kittens. I don't know if you know about that, but I had a nice time this morning watching them experience snow for the first time. So that was really, really awesome. Why don't we stand together and join in singing our first congregation song, Gathering in Song. Here we go. Here we go. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into the light, starting out together, journeying through the miracles of light. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is a moment to belong. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into the light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles of song. There is a promise in our faithfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred place is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming your oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into the light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. On a journey through the miracles inside. Well, very nice. You have to be awfully brave to sing when there's very few people here, and you're doing a great job. Our next song is Wonderful Words of Life, and these really are wonderful words to remind ourselves of. Here we go. Here we go. Sing them over and over to me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of your beauty see, wonderful words tremendous job. Please have a seat. Thank you.
So please join me as we affirm our vision and mission statements here at Unity of Roanoke Valley. Our vision statement is, centered in God, we embrace a world of love, peace, and abundance for all, and our mission is to inspire positive change in our spiritual lives and in the world. And now let's affirm that our new minister will be found at the right and perfect time together. Using our spiritual powers, we interweave the diversity among us into one united vision for unity of Roanoke Valley. We know the right minister for our vision is being divinely led to join us. With love, we are open to give and to receive what is needed and what is to come. And now it's time for our special music. I'll turn it over to Janice.
Oh, we've got the guys. Come on up, guys. I'll leave it to Skip to introduce the first song.
You can tell this is not a Baptist church. No, you're supposed to say, how can you tell it's not a Baptist church? Thank you. Because you're all sitting up front. Thank you. Randy gave us a drum thing there. Yeah, when I learned that Matt was coming, I wanted to pull some songs that hopefully would relate. And this is a song I recorded and performed this first 41 years ago. Would I know you now if you walked into this room? If you still the crowd, would your light dispel the clue? And if I saw your wounds, touched your thorn-pierced brow, I wonder, would I know you now? Would I know you now if you walked into this place? Would I cause you shame? Would my games be your disgrace? Or would I worship you? Fall upon my face. I wonder, would I know you now? Or have the images I painted so distorted who you are that even if the world was looking, they could not see you, the real you? Have I changed the true reflection to fulfill my own design, making you what I want, not showing you forth divine, divine? would I miss you now if you left and closed the door? Would my flesh cry out, I don't need you anymore? Or would I follow you? Could I be restored? I wonder, would I know you now? I wonder, would I know you now?
Good morning. Thanks, Skip and Martin. That's beautiful. Today's daily word is illuminate. I welcome the light. Taking a minute to appreciate the beauty of a sunset, I realize that in another part of the world, the first rays of a rising sun are bringing light to a morning sky. Whether I can see it or not, the sun never stops shining. Somewhere, a new day is dawning. Much more brilliantly than the sun, the light of God, too, is always shining. Sometimes my thoughts may be so focused on a challenging life situation that I do not sense this divine light. Then, in a flash of insight, I experience again the illuminating presence that, even in my darkest moments, is as near as my next thought. I affirm, let there be light. I breathe out frustration and worry. Breathing in, I am filled with the light of truth that illuminates my mind and shines from within my heart. And then God said, let there be light, and there was light. From Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Oops, chapter 1, verse 3.
And at this time, I would like to invite our prayer chaplain serving today to come forward. Our prayer chaplains are available for 20 minutes after the service for one-on-one prayer for you or for another in the prayer chapel, which is the room to my immediate right. Another member of the spiritual care team, Paul, is seated in the back of the sanctuary, serving as keeper of the flame. He sits in a meditative state throughout the service, holding sacred space of love and peace for our spiritual community and beyond. If you have a prayer request that you would like to leave in the prayer box, there are request forms available by the prayer box in the foyer or in the seat pockets in front of you. Prayer requests can be left in either the prayer box in the lobby or this one. All requests are sent to the spiritual care team to be held in prayer, and then they are sent on to Silent Unity to be held there in prayer for the next 30 days. Andy?
So as we enter into this time of prayer, just take a moment to center yourself in the space, to feel yourself centered in the chair, and then maybe take a deep breath in and focus on your heart center. Focus on the warmth of that heart center, recognizing the Spirit of God working in and through you, recognizing it as that feeling of warmth, and even recognizing your heart at work to circulate that warmth throughout your body and then beyond. So as we see a blanket of snow, albeit light snow out there this morning, comforting the trees and bringing delight to us, we also focus that warmth and send it out together to those who may be in need, of a warm space, of a loving space, letting them know that they're loved and cared for. And then we again bring ourselves back to the beauty of the moment. And we enter that gratitude for all of God's love, the presence of that Spirit throughout our community as we now focus in on our prayer boxes and those individual needs that people have left in our prayer boxes. We know that God's love is reaching out in this moment even to provide for those needs and to bring each of those the warmth and comfort and peace that they need at this time. So again, as we cherish this moment that we can send out the love of God's healing warmth coursing through us, we keep in mind everyone who may have a need in our community, both this church community and beyond. And we say thank you, God, for your loving presence. Amen.
Thank you, Andy. Let's everyone take a deep breath right now, and as we prepare for meditation, I'd like to thank our prayer chaplains for their service. Let's sing together, I am that I am. I am that I am, has sent me to this now moment. Here I am that I am, has sent me to this now moment. Here I am. To hear the voice and to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth. To be the voice and to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am.
Well, illuminate. Oh, isn't that a powerful word, illuminate? We begin our time and prepare ourselves for meditation, and I couldn't help but look at the snow, and I was driving to church this morning, and the trees and the whiteness. Isn't it so beautiful? And as I was sitting there listening to those wonderful words in the song, I was reminded in the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 20, it says, "For since the creation of this world, God's invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even God's eternal power." Oh, I don't know about you, but sometimes in this world, I'll be in spirit, I'll be in oneness, and then I'll see that news headline. and I get caught up in fear. Can anyone relate? You don't have to raise your hand. And of course, you probably heard fear stands for what? Forget everything and run. False evidence appearing real. And as we set our intention for this meditation, this opportunity to go within, to connect to our divinity, realizing, as Paul wrote, we don't focus our eyes on what is seen, but what is unseen. For what is unseen is eternal. And the reality, you are an eternal being having a physical experience. And as we set the intention, I want to read to you what Paul wrote 2,000 years ago and how things perhaps don't really change with humans. In Philippians 4:8, he says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. And so I invite you here in this room and those who are watching, I invite you to enter a time of meditation. If you're comfortable, just sit up in your chair with your feet planted on the floor. And I invite you, if you feel comfortable, just to close your eyes and take a big, deep breath in, breathing in the life and the love of Spirit. And just breathe out. Letting go of any illusion, letting go of any fear. Breathe in once again.